What is up, OSIMA Ball Reviews? Keegan here, and today we're talking about the new track Archetype Hybrid. Now, I've made it well known on this channel that I'm not the biggest fan of shiny balls. However, I was proven wrong about that when I threw track's latest release other than this, the Theorem, and I loved that ball. It's the only shiny ball other than maybe like the Phase 3 from years ago that I have liked. So I figure this one probably being just a touch smoother and a touch stronger. I'd probably like this one as well for when I need that kind of similar motion, just a little bit more of it. I think that I'd like this one pretty well. Let's get into the actual numbers of it. Starting with the outside of the ball, we've got the QR11 Hybrid HK22 cover base, of course, and I'm pretty sure QR stands for quick response. I could be wrong about that though. Finished at 500,000 1500 Sire factory compound. That's Brunswick standard performance polish type look. Not really much else to kind of write home about there. That's fine though. But let's get into the core numbers with the iCore 3.0 Slim. I remember drilling original archetypes for people. I never had one, but when I drilled it for like others, yeah, that core was slim, and you could like, I barely hit it with fingers. Sometimes I think I like hit it with like one of the fingers, if that, and that's rare to see. Let's talk about the numbers, and then I'll talk about the layout that I put on it. I mean, 15 pounds, you're looking at 2518, which is slightly higher than a lot of other bowling balls in this type of performance range. A lot of them go for lower RGs. It's kind of a medium, lower medium, but still medium. With a 53 differential, that's more typical, and actually a fairly strong 20 on the asymmetry. Basically, just it's a slightly flippier, stronger core. I actually am a fan of what I've seen from the original Archetype, so I think I'm going to like this one. It is the best looking ball I've seen in quite a while. I love how this one looks. The layout I went for something a little bit different. I went for a 15 by 5.5 by 30. Still pin up for me, but I went for something that was going to be a little bit, honestly, it's a little bit weird. I wanted the mass bias really close to my VAL. I wanted it to kind of start reading earlier without actually having to go pin down with it. To slightly kind of tame it a little bit, but we'll actually see how that works out. This is an experiment, I'll be honest, whenever we get it on the lane. But let's go see. Alright, here we have the Archetype Hybrid, and honestly, I was right. I went with it was a 15 by 5.5 by 30 for the layout, and you can see it's a really rolly type of reaction. Not very, honestly, for me, it's not very skid flip, and I honestly really like that. But it honestly does just seem like a stronger and smoother Theorem. Like, I get plenty of length out of it, but it doesn't over respond to the dry at all. I can honestly see the Theorem and this ball being kind of like a good like 1-2 punch. It just, yeah, I did sometimes step in front of the camera. I'm sorry about that. I was getting over being a little sick, and my balance was off. But you can see it just kind of like that. That one actually wasn't the best shot, but you can see, like, as long as I got it out to the friction, it did need some friction to be able to really take advantage of its motion. It didn't over respond. And like, it wasn't burning up at all. It was literally, that's just kind of how the motion that I was getting out of it. Because I filmed for the Endeavor right after this, and I was like, it was noticeably weaker until it hit the back end dry. So I could tell that it was not, you know, burning up. And honestly, it's a little bit more forward than I expected it to be, which I do honestly really appreciate, like, just because of how I typically throw the ball. It just didn't really, this is not what I thought I was going to be getting, but I'm happy with what I got. It honestly let me, like, keep my speed down a touch. Like, I didn't have to, like, try to, like, overcome my rev rate, which was honestly really surprising, because that's my typical issue with shiny and more responsive stuff. But you can see, like, there, it just kind of, like, I don't know if they, like, didn't tell me that they put a sport shot out or something, but, like, that's where I noticed, like, it wasn't burning up, is because I could miss out. And it still, you know, recover. So it didn't recover as much as other times. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this ball. Kind of makes me want to drill an original archetype, because I do not have one of those. But yeah, this one is just, it's gonna be a house shot killer for me, and I'm really excited to actually get to experience it on Sport Shot. I have not done that yet, on at least like anything that it may actually be suited for. I think I've said pretty much everything that I can about this one. I do really enjoy it. It's just, it's a stronger, smoother, and more forward compared to the Theorem. But yeah, I really like this ball. If I was, out of all the balls that I filmed for, I only filmed, I mean, both balls that I filmed for this compared to the Endeavor, this is the one that I would throw for score if I was doing that on this shot. But yeah, I really enjoy this one. If I was to, like, throw, like, a mock-up Arsenal in there, I'd say this definitely isn't strong enough to be a one ball. I'd say go for kind of a standard, like, strong ball, like sticking with track, the Archetype. This would be kind of a two ball. A step down from this would be something like a Stealth. Below that, go for, like, a, you know, honestly, just go for the, honestly, I would go for, like, a Kinetic Cobalt. I do really like that ball. And then, like, a Stealth Pearl, and then, like, a Tundra Fire. Just, like, something, I feel like, except for, like, a urethane option, if you were to have those, you'd be able to cover most things that you would see. Yeah, this one's a really good one. It actually, like, the shape of the Endeavor actually complemented it really well. Like, once I had to move in, like, once I switched to that, like, once there was a little bit of a track burned in, the Endeavor was able to kind of slot in really well, being thrown pretty much in the exact same place that I was throwing this one. It was just a little bit longer, definitely more responsive to friction. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this one, and I'm excited for it. But I've been OSIMA Ball Reviews. Oh shoot, I missed again, and I hope I don't miss y'all next time. Thanks for watching.